सबको सादर नमस्ते जी। टुडे इज मंडे September 22nd 2025. We will start our session on Sandhya Upasana and Mantra Swadhyaya. आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है जो हमारे साथ जूम से या फिर सोशल मीडिया से जुड़े हुए हैं। हमारे आज के स्पीकर हैं आचार्य वरुण देव जी फ्रॉम आर्य समाज सियाटल। नमस्ते आचार्य जी, आपका स्वागत है हमारे संध्या सेशन में। आप इस संध्या से स्टार्ट करिए।
जी नमस्ते जी। भल्ला जी धन्यवाद। सभी को सादर नमस्ते। सभी का आज के इस सत्र में ब्रह्म यज्ञ के संध्या के ध्यान के इस सत्र में स्वागत है। आइए हम सभी मिलकर ईश्वर को अपने ध्यान का केंद्र बनाएंगे। ईश्वर की तन्मयता से उपासना करेंगे। ईश्वर के निकट होने का प्रयत्न करेंगे और वही ईश्वर के निकट स्थित होना ही है उपवास। जब व्यक्ति आंतरिक प्रक्रियाओं को भूल जाता है, जब व्यक्ति ध्यान करना, ईश्वर समर्पण, ईश्वर के साथ अपना सचेतन संबंध स्थापित करना, योग की विद्या को भूल गया है, तभी अनेक प्रकार के बाह्य क्रियाकलापों में व्यक्ति रहता है। परंतु उपवास का वास्तविक अर्थ है उप निकट वास स्थित होना। So the meaning of upavas is to be near with the Parameshwar. So, and that can be done anytime when someone is intensely aspired and also who has faith and dedication with sincerity. So आइए हम आज का ब्रह्म यज्ञ उस परमेश्वर जो कि हमारी माँ है, इस समस्त संसार की ब्रह्मांड की जननी है, हिरण्य गर्भ जिसको कहा जाता है कि पूरे ब्रह्मांड का जो उत्पत्ति है वो ईश्वर के गर्भ से ही हुई है। ईश्वर के गर्भ में ही यह पूरा ब्रह्मांड स्थित है। तो उस परम पिता परमेश्वर जो हमारी परम माता है, हम अनन्य श्रद्धा युक्त होकर ईश्वर पर केंद्रित करेंगे और ईश्वर की कृपा के पात्र बनेंगे। 3 बार लंबा गहरा श्वास लेकर ओम की पवित्र ध्वनि का उच्चारण करते हुए अथ ब्रह्म यज्ञ। ओ ओ ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः। ॐ वाक् वाक्, ॐ प्राणः प्राणः, ॐ चक्षुः चक्षुः, ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रम्, ॐ नाभिः, ॐ हृदयम्, ॐ कण्ठः, ॐ शिरः, ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम् ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे ॐ भुः पुनातु शिरसि ॐ भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयोः ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम् ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिद्धात् तपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्र्यजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः ॐ समुद्रादर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् देवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो स्वः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये संयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः ॐ प्राचीदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजीरक्षिता पितर ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीचीदिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीदाकुरक्षितान्नमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उदीचीदिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नम ईशुभ्यो नम एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं भोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माषग्रीवो रक्षितावीरुधैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः नमयेभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजं भेदद्मः। ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः नमयेभ्यो अस्तु। योऽस्मान्द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजं भेदद्मः। ॐ उद्वयं तमसस्परिस्वाह पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम्। ॐ उदुत्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम्। ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नेः आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्थुषश्च स्वाहा। ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदाः शतं जीवेम शरदाः शतं शृणुयाम शरदाः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदाः शतमदीनाः स्याम शरदाः शतम् भूयश्च शरदाः शतात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन्नः। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। In our mantra Swadhyaya Shankhala of the Aaryabhivinaya Granth, we are on the Dvitiya Prakash, and in the Dvitiya Prakash, the second book, we last time in the last session we did Swadhyaya of the third mantra of Dvitiya Prakash, and today is the fourth mantra, which is from Yajurveda, Adhyay 32nd, mantra sankhya is first, and in this mantra we will find so many names of Paramatma and Maharshi Dayanand Ji. How he did the Vyakhyan is so profound and very conducive to a yoga abhyasi. Basically, all the Vyakhyan given by Maharshi Dayanand Ji in this Aaryabhivinaya Granth is they are intended to increase, intensify, and also fortify our devotion. And devotion, what does that mean? People, they think that to be, some people, they get excited emotionally, they call it bhakti. Some people, they make different perceptions about devotion, about bhakti. But if you look at the life of Rishi Dayanand, if we look at the life of rishis, we find out that the real bhakti is in the lifestyle itself. When our eating, drinking, speaking, communicating, interacting with everyone becomes aware, and when we always remember that Paramatma is always looking at us, always observing our actions, taking note of each and every word we are uttering from our mouth, then at that subtle and micro level, the bhakti will be generated. And bhakti is a deepest state of our consciousness in which we feel gratitude towards Paramatma. We feel full of love without any selfish attainment or gains in return. We have to remember this. Like even Bhagavan Shri Krishna in Gita, he says there are 4 kinds of bhakta. The people who are suffering, so they call out Paramatma to get help from him and to get rid of the suffering. There are people, Artho Jijyasu Artharthi, Jnani Cha Bharatarshabha. And the second level, who are the seekers, who are curious about the divine, about Paramatma. And then Artharthi, the people who are after the prosperity, the means of material means for sustaining the life, to make the life more Aishwaryashali with the outer means, external means. They are Artharthi, and the most dignified and the most significant and more beloved, that state of consciousness is the state of that jnani, and the one who lives only for the divine, the one who does everything only for the divine, not for one's petty selfish nature, one's petty selfish desires about the eating and drinking and sleeping and reproducing. The one who has transcended oneself from all these boundaries and ascending towards the meeting point, or in that state of awareness where one can feel the presence of the divine consciousness of the Paramatma, that peace, that bliss, that joy which does not depend on any outward circumstance, person, or object. In that state, one feels those moments in one's life may be very momentarily, but when one gets that taste of eternity, that taste of peace, the taste of bliss, then anything, nothing in the world, whatever, however great and powerful, does not attract those kind of people. So they are the people who are in that category of jnani. So let's enter into this mantra. Let's read first and then we will go to the every padarth of the mantra. Om Tadevagnis Tadaadityas Tadavayustadu Chandramaah Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma TAA-AAOAH Sa Prajapatih. So, as I said, Yajurveda 32nd chapter, mantra sankhya first. So in this mantra, we are seeing there are so many names about the Paramatma. And what are these names? Let's go one by one. So Tat, in the first, we all know about this pronoun, Tat, Vaha, that. It is always, most of the time, used for Paramatma. And Tat, Vaha, that Paramatma. How is that Paramatma? That Paramatma Tad Eva Agni. That Paramatma is Eva, he. That is Eva. Wherever there is this word Eva in Sanskrit, which means certainly, he. That Paramatma certainly is. How? Agni. And what is the meaning of Agni? Jnana Swarup, self-effulgent, that the very aspect and the character of Paramatma is Jnana, is knowledge. And knowledge is, whenever we use this word, in fact, this word has become so overloaded that whenever we are using this word knowledge, only a heap of informations are coming in front of us. But Jnana, when we are using it in respect of Paramatma, Jnana is when he knows everything completely, thoroughly, without any cover, without any veil, without any possibility that something can be hidden from him. That is called Jnana Swarup. Like, for example, even if we take the example of Agni, whatever we offer in the Agni, whenever we do Yaj, we see however small is the offering, the oblation, the samagri, it gets burned. However small microparticles we offer, it will burn down. How? Because that is the swabhav of Agni, that nothing can be left hidden from its own character. It will make everything according to its. So how that is how Paramatma has created this entire universe with his that Agni Swarup, Jnana Swarup, with his knowledge. And basically, that knowledge is the real, true fire. And that also ignites in our heart as the flame of aspiration. Whenever we aspire so intensely and sincerely, we are certainly to find the reality, the experience and realization of that which we are aspiring for. So Agni is Agnimide. This is the first word of the Veda, Rig Veda, Agni. Agni is the Purohit, the leader. And Agni means Paramatma. Whenever Agni in the Shastras is being used, this word, immediately we should take the meaning of Paramatma. Like there is Shabd, there are two things, Shabd and Arth. In scriptural, in our Shastriya Bhasha, Shabd is only a means or a medium to get our connection with the thing which is being used. If it is being used, Agni is the for Paramatma, then Arth is Agni. Arth is Vastu. Arth is that being for which this word is being used. So we should be very clear in ourselves. Then whatever we are doing in our meditation, we should be aware about the word, its meaning, and then our relation with the word. Then Arth will be revealed. Then Paramatma, when we will concentrate more and more on the meaning of the word, and more we will get connected, relate to it, then what will happen? There will be revelation. That is how all the rishis, they get in light, the richa, they are prakashit. Richaएं prakashit hoti हैं. No richa, no mantra cannot be just realized by memorizing them. Paramatma, there is that Paramatma, the consciousness, the consciousness is behind the mantra. That can only be realized and experienced when someone will do meditation on the mantra. When someone will do the tapasya on the mantra. And then tapasya is the tapasya of ekagrata, of concentration. For long time, when someone will only contemplate on the one meaning, one word and its meaning, and then more and more one will dwell into it deeper and deeper. I always give that example of the divers who go deep into the ocean to find the pearls. They always get some if they are strong enough to remain in the deep waters. It needs patience. It needs that detachment from the outer world. Every time when we do meditation, we do Sandhya, just observe yourself that how long without the thought of the world, of the relatives, of anyone, of the money, we can be without those thoughts. Then the reality will come in front of us. We should be blunt to ourselves first. Before putting fingers on others, we should put finger on ourselves. That how am I in my own meditation, in my own yoga abhyas? Such kind of people, they progress a lot in the life. So that Paramatma is Agni. Then again it is said, Tad Aditya. Tat, again Tat Aditya, which means there are different meaning of Aditya. One of them is that does not perish. And Maharshi Dayanand in his Bhashya is giving the meaning that Aditya means pralay samay sabko grahan karne se Aditya, because Aditya is imperishable. And everything goes after the pralay. All the fundamental particles, Sat, Rajas and Tamas, and all the Jivatma in the Sushupti Avastha, they go into that state of, into that protection of Paramatma. That is Aditya. Aditya is also called Surya. But Surya now, if we are, because we are talking about Paramatma here, that is how the people, especially the Westerners who came to India, to Bharat, and when they get first glimpse of the Veda, because those people, they did not have any spiritual background. So they immediately thought, oh, because of the fear from the heat, from the Surya, they started, the Arya, they started doing the worshipping of Surya, of Agni. Because of the fear from the storms, they started worshipping the Vayu, air, element, so and so on. Why? And many people will give this, will put this whenever we are in the discussion. So we should be clear about the words and their meaning so that we can speak with people, we can discuss with people. Otherwise, we will, if we will be speechless, then it means we have not done enough study. So Swadhyaya is necessary to get the meaning, the right meaning of each and every word. These are the spiritual significances of these mantra, most profound. And tat, then vah vayu, that Paramatma is Vayu. What is the meaning of Vayu? Infinitely powerful, full of force, infinitely. There is no limit of Paramatma. That is how, if we just start thinking about this entire universe, we can have, because we are Alpajya, we can have only limited knowledge, but we can have that sense that how Paramatma is illimitable and infinitely powerful. When we look at the solar system, galaxies, stars, how they are moving in a perfect manner, science is only trying to understand the universe. That is called science. But the one who has already created it, how powerful that Paramatma is and omniscient. So we are not thinking other way around. We are only thinking from the, again I say, from the anthropological perception. Then tat chandramaah, tadu chandramaah, tat chandramaah, veh Paramatma, that Paramatma is blissful. That is the characteristic of Paramatma, the nature, the aspect of the Paramatma. That is how is Paramatma, blissful. And tat eva, again, vahi, Paramatma. How is that? Shukram, swift, swift in everything. Swift means who does not delay. And also who is pure, most pure. If you look, Ishwar is Nyayakari. If Paramatma is, if you go to the court and court delays your case indefinitely, you will say there is no Nyaya in this world. But Paramatma does not delay. Some people say that भगवान के घर देर है, अंधेर नहीं. That is completely against the principle of Paramatma. Ishwar is Nyayakari. Whenever there is any result of the action he is supposed to give, he will give. He will not delay. And if we look at the definition of Nyaya, what is Nyaya? The Nyaya is which is without any partiality. That is Nyaya. And that is not me, it is Vatsyayana Rishi who is saying that in the Bhashya of Nyaya Darshan. Pakshpat Rahit hi Nyaya hai. Whenever we become Pakshpati, make sure that we have become a Nyayakari. We are not Nyayakari, we have become a Nyayi. When there is Pakshpat, partiality in the mind, this is the indication in our own self that we are not Nyayakari, we are not following the decree of the Veda. So Pakshpat and Nyaya, they are contradictory to each other. Whenever you will see Pakshpat, there cannot be Nyaya. And whenever you see impartiality, there is no Pakshpat, you will see there Nyaya. Tat, that Paramatma is Brahma, that Paramatma is, Brahma is Mahan, that Paramatma is greatest, that Paramatma is the creator, that Paramatma is never perishable, immutable, that Paramatma is immutable. TAA-AAOAH, Vah, that Paramatma, Aapah, because this Aapah This apah is striling shabd. That is why it is called, the pronoun was used TAA-AAOAH. That Paramatma is sarvatra, the omnipresent. That Paramatma, like how is water. If you just flow a water anywhere, it will find its way to move forward. That is how we can understand Paramatma is omnipresent. There is nothing in this entire universe where there is no Paramatma. That presence is everywhere. It is in our heart. It is only up to us how we can experience that presence within us. Then aur, and saha, that Paramatma, vaha. Then this is pulling, Prajapatihi, सब प्रजा का स्वामी होने से. Prajapati, that Paramatma is the master of all the subjects, Jivatmas, in whatever form that Jivatma takes. Form means embodies. Whatever bodies the soul is taking, that body is embodied by the soul. That Paramatma is the master of the existence. So now let's move towards that part of महर्षि दयानंद जी व्याख्यान. जो सब जगत का कारण एक परमेश्वर है, उसी का नाम अग्नि है. ब्रह्म ह्यग्नि शतपते, ऐसा शतपथ ब्राह्मण में आया है कि वह ब्रह्म ही वही अग्नि है, वही ईश्वर अग्नि है. सर्वोत्तम ज्ञान स्वरूप और जानने के योग्य प्रापणीय स्वरूप, मीन्स प्राप्त करने के स्वरूप, और पूज्य तमेत्यादि अग्नि शब्द के अर्थ हैं. आदित्यो वै ब्रह्म, वायुर्वै ब्रह्म, चंद्रा वै ब्रह्म, चंद्रमा वै ब्रह्म, शुक्रम ही ब्रह्म, सर्व जगत कर्त्री ब्रह्म वै बृहत, आपो वै ब्रह्मेत्यादि. शतपथ तथा ऐतरेय ब्राह्मण के प्रमाण हैं. तदादित्य, जिसका कभी नाश न हो और स्वप्रकाश स्वरूप हो, इससे परमात्मा का नाम आदित्य है. सब जगत का धारण करने वाला, अनंत बलवान, प्राणों से भी जो प्रिय स्वरूप है, इससे ईश्वर का नाम वायु है. पूर्वोक्त प्रमाण से तदु चंद्रमाह, जो आनंद स्वरूप और स्व सेवकों को परमानंद देने वाला है, इससे पूर्वोक्त प्रकार से चंद्रमा परमात्मा को जानना. तदेव शुक्रम, वही चेतन स्वरूप ब्रह्म सब जगत का करता है. तद ब्रह्म, सो अनंत चेतन, सबसे बड़ा और धर्मात्मा, स्वभक्तों को अत्यंत सुख विद्यादि सद्गुणों से बढ़ाने वाला है. ता-आपः, उसी को सर्वज्ञ चेतन सर्वत्र व्याप्त होने से आपह नामक जानना. सो ही सब जगत का पति अर्थात स्वामी और पालन करने वाला है, अन्य कोई नहीं. उसी को हम लोग इष्ट देव तथा पालक माने, अन्य को नहीं. Now in English paraphrase, that one supreme Lord who is the cause of the entire universe is also called Agni, as it is said in the Shatpat, Brahma ya Agni. Brahma indeed is Agni. The word Agni carries meanings such as the highest, the embodiment of knowledge, the one to be realized, attained and revered. Likewise, other names are explained in the Praman from Shatpat and Aitreya. Brahman texts Adityo Vai Brahma and so on. Tadaditya, that which is eternal, imperishable and self-luminous. Hence the Supreme is called Aditya. Tad Vayuhu, that which sustains the universe, boundless in strength, dearer than life itself. Hence, the Lord is called Vayu. TADEVAAGNISTADAADITYASTADVAAYUSTADU, that which is blissful in nature and giver of supreme joy to his devotees. Therefore, the Supreme is known as the Chandramaah. And Chandramaah, we all know, it is not the physical we are talking about, it is the spiritual meaning. TADEVA SHUKRAM, that very conscious Brahman, Brahma, who is the creator of all worlds, is also called Shukra. Tad Brahma, he is infinite, conscious, the greatest, and the righteous one, who uplifts his devotees with supreme happiness, knowledge, and noble qualities. TADEVA, that one who is all-knowing, conscious, and all-pervading is known as Apaha. Saha Prajapatih, he alone is the Prajapati, the Lord and sustainer of all creation. There is none other besides him. Therefore, he alone should be regarded as our worshipful Ishtadeva and protector, not any other. So that is how we should always go deeper and deeper into the meaning of the each name of Paramatma, so that we get connected more deeply to him. So now I'm stopping the sharing. Shanti part. Om Dyahu Shantirantarikshaṃ Shantihi Prithivi Shantirāpah Shantiro Swadhyaya Shantihi Vanaspatayah Shantirvishve Devah Shantirbrahma Shantihi Sarvam Shantihi Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantiredhi. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. सबको सादर नमस्ते जी, धन्यवाद।